Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. I'm the Crazy Flippin' Mom, and today I'm going to give you 3 good ways. Are they free? Almost free ways to source and find products to resell on Amazon. And you could really do this on Amazon and Walmart, but for the sake of this conversation, it's going to be specific to Amazon. So let's get into it. If you don't know about retail arbitrage, it is simply the art of buying a product to then resell anywhere. In this case, we're going to talk about buying a product from a store that you shop at, like Walmart, Target, Kohl's, Dollar Tree, purchasing it to resell on Amazon. And I always get people who jump in to sell, and immediately after they get approved and ungated, the next question is, how do I find products? Typically what happens is new sellers jump into Amazon and they saw something on Instagram that says just scan. Go into a store with your phone, open Amazon or Scoutify or whatever app you may be using to resell, even Seller Central, and just start scanning. This is such bad advice. And what I find happens is you go into the store and maybe the half hour in, you're hopeful. Hour 1, you're feeling overwhelmed. Hour and a half, you're feeling angry and then starting to sweat. And then by hour 2, you're angry buying stuff. You just feel like I've wasted 2 hours in the store. I can't go home empty-handed. So you buy products that you're not even sure about. You just don't want to wasted the last 2 hours of your life. These tips I'm going to give you will hopefully help alleviate the pain of wandering a store. And listen, your butt should not be in a store unless you're there to buy. So if you don't know what you're getting, go home. These 3 ways are cost effective. The only tool you really need here, one of the tips is using Keepa, but the other 2 are free. They're going to be using the programs like Amazon you already have on your phone to then make choices. So let's get into it. My first tip really comes from my days being in a store with all of my kids. I have 4 kids, being in the grocery aisle and never having the time to stop and scan products and to figure out what I should buy. And definitely sitting in a store, I didn't have time to research. So instead what I did, and I've been doing this 5 years, take a bunch of pictures, and when I get home, that's when I start doing the research. And that is really how I grew my Amazon business, from pictures. Now, was I up close to the product? I'm pulling out a product. I didn't have to get up close and personal and take pictures of the barcodes. I just needed a general idea of what I had available to me in a store. I really liked this idea because at the time, leads lists were huge. And whenever I got a leads list, I found that although the leads were never great, I never had access to any of them. So it was such a waste. I loved this method because I was actually looking at products and looking for products that I had on my shelves. Take pictures, stand back and see what you have available. This will immediately give you something to research when you get home. Typically what I would do is put my kids to bed. I would spend an hour or 2 every evening taking those pictures and cross-referencing what I saw on the picture to Amazon and then starting to make the decision, is this a good buy or not? That may seem slow and methodical and not attractive. I'm trying to think of all the negative words. And you're right. It is. Research is boring. Finding products is boring. And I want to just say that loud and clear. So when you're sitting at home and you've done an hour of research and you found 2 products, that's normal. That's kind of normal. And every once in a while, I'll hit this good circuit of clearing shelves. What you see on social media is the dimes, the jewels. You see the jewels, the cash cows, the products that I'm picking up and flipping instantly. You do not see the hours and hours of sitting at home in the dark on my computer, scrolling Walmart, scrolling pictures, looking through Keepa, looking through extensions. It is a very boring process. And if you're just getting started, it is more time consuming than it is year 5, for sure. Year 1, day 1, you don't exactly know what you're looking for and you don't exactly know what people are buying. So it's just a longer process than when you get into it. And I think at the end of the day, that would be another tip is don't give up. Stop quitting. Like, you will never be good at anything if you give it 3 or 6 months and then you're like, oh, I suck at this. Everybody sucks at 6 months. So keep with it. It gets better, it gets faster, especially when you make it a year. You start seeing these trends in the buying season that tip you off to better replenishables, when to buy product, when to sell product, all that good stuff. So stop giving up so quick. My second tip is use Keepa. Everybody uses Keepa. It is probably the number one tool that someone would suggest you get. It's like $17 a month. And if you start looking at extensions and tools available, that is pretty cheap. And I'm going to show you a couple basic ways I am using Keepa. I am in no means an expert. This is kind of the like check boxes when I find a product. I want to look at these things in Keepa to make sure I feel comfortable buying. And I will add that on there that I'm not ever blind purchasing products without doing a thorough investigation on the product and ASIN listing on Amazon. Keepa is one way I do that. And I'm putting this out there on social media, Scout's honor. I am taking the time Keepa deserves in this next season of my life. I am giving Keepa time and just understanding things that I have, like the 3 things I use Keepa for, and it does so much. And I'm understanding like every day, oh my God, I've been sitting on this amazing product. So I don't have any links. Like, I'm not selling Keepa. This is not a connection partnership with them, but this is how I use Keepa. And I think it's a really underutilized tool to understanding products and finding products to sell on Amazon. And this is also a great way to find products without leaving the house. Win, win, win. Okay, I just wanted to start out by showing that Keepa is an extension you can run on Amazon, but it also is a website with tons of tools and information. And this is really only the tip of the iceberg. You can see everything it does, but this homepage here, you can do product finder, product viewer, product bestseller, top seller list, category tree, on and on and on. There is a lot of tools, a lot of information here that you can really take the time to understand. Okay, this is the product best sellers tab, and you can really just go into I love selling groceries. You can go into groceries and start seeing what are the best sellers, the 90-day average. You can see the number 1 spot, number 2 spot, and so on. You can look at historical information, the overall data across 180 days. And I like this. I like that you can actually go back if you are really new and wondering, okay, it's almost May. What was selling last May that could maybe tip me off on upcoming products that I should be aware of? So you just simply, I went too far, scroll back to May 2023, and you can start breaking down this information a little bit more. You can see if you go over, it's extensive subcategories, ratings, review counts. It shows you the buy a box seller. I love that. Current pricing, 90-day average. I mean, it just kind of goes on and on and on. The pick and pack fee you're going to pay to FBA this product, the referral fees. And I think it even shows you other sellers. I'm just taking the time to learn it myself. I'm actually looking at this information like, wow, this is so good. I like it pulls the EAN, UPC, ASIN, all that good stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Thorough. Oh God, please don't switch my screen. So let's do patio. We are coming into May. We're all outside working, and it's going to show you immediately liquid bait. That was a trending product last year too. I like that it shows you this. I like that it shows you these charts. 30,000 monthly sold. Insane. Am I still in last year's view or did it switch back? You can see in this middle graph. Crazy. 1498. Ooh. 100,000 monthly sold. Wow. Insane. I still am, even though I've been selling for a while, I still look at numbers and I'm like, wow. To the people who think selling on Amazon is over and done with and it's too oversaturated, I don't think so. I don't think so, boo. I think you're being lazy. That's what I think. Do better. Basically that tab when I was scrolling over, that's going to be all this information in a kind of a different view. You can set tracking alerts if you wanted to monitor in case the price went up, Amazon went out of stock, all that good stuff. But you can get pretty detailed and specific here. And I like this, especially if you're a new seller and you're just like, what's selling? What should I be looking for? You would be surprised how many of these products are the price is moving up. The FBA and Amazon sellers are selling out and they're available at your Walmart, at your Ace Hardware. All you need to do is go pick them up. All you need to do, I say that like no big deal. But you can really, I mean, you can go back to obviously, oh, we're in last year's view here. Let's pull this year. You can really get some great ideas here on your couch. And when people ask me what tools, there's a lot of tools out there to help you research. I like to use them all. I for sure use the free extensions like the 14-day trial because I'm researching so much I get bored of my go-to methods and I like to mix it up. And this is a good way to mix it up. I'm paying, this is Keepa, the paid version, but obviously, okay, so still the number one spot. You can do this from home though. I love that for myself. Get some good ideas and where you can decide what do I have available to me? If I'm finding something on clearance, if I see a sale somewhere, if I see opportunity because the price is going up, so on and so forth. Okay, I wanted to show you, this is a Keepa extension running on Amazon. So I really do a lot of research on Amazon. Even when I'm standing in a store, when I find a product, the first thing I do, I open Amazon. Like you go to buy stuff, open Amazon, scan that product or look it up in the browser and just see the listing live. What does it look like? Who's the competition? Does the listing look healthy? What are the reviews? What's the rank? And you guys know I don't like making buying decisions just from my phone. If I can help it, I like to sit down and look at a desktop and see what the information is. I think we make some bad decisions when we're in a rush. I'm sure I can find data to prove that. But when you feel overwhelmed standing in a store and there's kids crying and you feel rushed, you have to leave really quick. I just feel like that's not the best place to start investing your money. The mindset to start investing your money. So this is some of the things I have on my computer. This is Keepa running here. You see the 3 charts. You can see this year, this month, 100,000 sold, that middle bar, and you can see who is in the buy box, the price fluctuations, and this, let's do 3-month view. The price is staying pretty consistent, Amazon. And this is not necessarily a product that I'm showing you that I think you should go out, run out and purchase at all. This is just to show you Keepa, the extension, and it does take a lot of time. There's a lot of information here. And if you take the time to understand it, it can become a huge asset valuable to your business. My third tip is also free, so you're welcome. Let me turn down my computer. It's magnifying my glasses. My third tip is looking at store catalogs. Now, if you are in the wholesale space or you're venturing at some point, you see that in your future, you'll get a catalog and you'll start referencing that catalog or use a tool to help you skim the catalog and find profitable items to resell. In this case, I'm kind of using the same idea and I go into a store catalog like Walmart.com, Amazon or Target.com, Kohl's.com, and I start scanning their catalog myself and start looking at what's there, maybe what's on sale, what's their clearance. Maybe Walmart, you can look at bestsellers and trending and start analyzing the products I see there, comparing them to Amazon and maybe Walmart if you're looking to resell them on Walmart. This is probably the method I use the most. I still like to go in stores and take pictures because there's a lot of seasonal limited edition products that don't make it on the website for some reason. So I still like to go into stores and see what's new, what's coming, what's available. But I think scanning a store's catalog is my number one way to research and where I spend most of my time. Because I've done this so long, I can really narrow down my search to specific items depending on what season, what holiday we're coming up to, and narrow my search to find what I'm looking for. One of my favorite type of products to find to resell is refillables. So usually I'm looking in a cleaning category, but laundry, grocery even, and there's a lot of refill packs around seasonal outdoor, like bugs. I like all that stuff because people want those refillable packs, and you'd be surprised how many times those prices have gone up, especially if they become popular. And I just think there's a lot of money in refillable products. So it's something I tend to look at when I am looking at a store website, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, we are looking at my favorite store, Menards. I have searched refills here. And don't make it too complicated. Maybe that's the first thing I should say. Don't make it so complicated. This is available to you right now. I am looking at mop heads, which there's a lot of money in mop heads. There's also money in like a scent. If they're like Febreze plug-in scents, especially the seasonal ones. I also like looking at refillable products around, like I said, those bug bags that they catch beetles. Anything like that, I love. So I do think when you're starting, it's so overwhelming to know, where should I start? Type in refills like I did. Start there and see what's available to you. What I would do is copy this title and open an Amazon browser, paste it into Amazon, and see what pulls up. For me, that's some of the easiest way to go about it. And I want to like try to tell you something more. Is it this simple? Yeah, it's this simple. It just takes time and like a little bit of focusing your energy on this type of stuff, because it is a little bit mindless just going listing by listing, looking to see where the profit is. When you get a little bit fancier and you get some cash flow, I think that's when it's a good opportunity to invest in other research tools who will help refine this process and make it faster. There's definitely that out there. There's tons of great research tools, but they are expensive. I would say an average research tool, not even like a higher tier, is going to run you about $100 a month. So things get pricey pretty quick on Amazon in this space. So I think for beginners, if you have some time and can focus and just start cross-referencing these products, it's a really great way to start until you feel like you're seeing the numbers you want and feel comfortable investing in another product. Hope this gave you some better sourcing ideas. I know they appear very simple, but if you apply them, they can be incredibly powerful. This is not only how I started my Amazon business, but like taking pictures, scanning stores, scanning Amazon, using Keepa are still pretty strong ways I'm finding products. I have just learned to refine that search a little bit with time and to know exactly what I should be looking for. I would say using Amazon and Keepa and looking at storefronts, looking at stores catalog is a great option if you have limited resources, because it can be so powerful and you can do this from the safety and comfort of your own home. I would say this is maybe the best way to start. And I haven't even mentioned Walmart yet, but these ways can really be applied to Walmart as well. I get pretty specific for what I'm listing on Walmart. So it's kind of like taking this bigger idea and narrowing it down to one specific category and then really dissecting that category to find the best sellers. That's where my aim for Walmart, whereas Amazon, I will sell anything profitable. If it's a mop head, if it's a bug refillable kit, if it's a laundry detergent, if it's food or candy, etc., etc., etc. And for me, that's been the easiest way to keep Amazon and Walmart kind of in their own corners. And because Walmart, we don't have as much data, I should rephrase that. We don't have any data. We're really going on theories and taking our information we have learned from Amazon and Keepa and applying them to Walmart and hopefully hoping that they work. But in the meantime, for me, I want to navigate Walmart and really take the time to understand Like who is the audience? Who's the buyers? What are they buying? What are they looking for? Because I do think it can look a little bit different from Amazon. And I don't want to get too in the weeds on this discussion, but I do think this research method, especially looking at Walmart catalog, like where you go to buy Walmart stuff, is a great way to source for Walmart products, because Walmart will tell you, like, if it's in 1,000 people's carts, if it's sold 50 times yesterday, if it's a bestseller, if it's a trending product, all that stuff. I think that's really great information to have. In general, I think when you get started on Amazon, we're making it way more difficult than it should be. Like, at the end of the day, you want to buy something low and sell it for more, and you don't need to weigh yourself down with 100 different research tools and options at the beginning. I think that can just limit the progress, because you're trying to figure out all of these things, and instead of just trying to figure out one thing at a time, start here, start simple. Like, start in a way that you're not adding more hurdles to your journey as you get started, because you can really expand quickly here. If you're feeling a little bit unsure of yourself, doubtful, if you're feeling like you suck at this, like, welcome to the party. We all collectively have really great months and really crappy months. I think across the board, anybody who says different to you, I would not trust them. There are months that I'm like, I will never be poor again. I love my life. And I have the exact opposite months where I wondered where I went wrong and regret every decision I've ever made. And that is completely honest and true. So no matter where you're at today, if you're feeling in the dumps, or you're feeling like I made my first sale and I'm cruising, I'm doing well, I'm selling profitable, I'm making money, either one, hold on. Commit to the process. Don't give up so easy. Like, welcome to the party. When you hit a struggle, welcome to the party. And I like to say, if you're not struggling, if you're not running into issues, you're not doing enough. You need to get up and do more here. Push yourself a little bit harder. I'm still writing for Amazon. I think it's a great platform to make money. Whenever they put a hurdle in place for sellers, you will see tons of drop off. Those people on the edge of Amazon, like, should I be doing this? Should I not be doing it? It's usually like the nail in the coffin why they shouldn't be doing it. So, okay, whatever. But there's tons of profit still in 2024 to be made on Amazon. And it is about jumping those hurdles. When there is a problem, you create a solution. That's what we're doing here. We're creating solutions to problems. Whether that's an item is out of stock and now we're finding it and listing it and selling it, or it's freaking placement fees that Amazon is putting out, and we're now navigating that and figuring out, how do we still be profitable, make money, and build our business even with all this stuff that happens. If you're feeling on the struggle bus, don't worry. I'm there with you too, but I am just committed to freaking making it work. You will not find me giving up. Not find me giving up. And in fact, in my head, I'm already like, here's what we do. Here's what we do. I'm not giving up. I'll say that. I'll keep saying that again. Thank you for watching this. My rants. Thank you. If you're like following along and liking this, and most of these videos are just me drinking coffee and showing you my nails and ranting, thank you for being here. You have found your community. We're a little bit weird, and we like to drink coffee and stay up too late and talk about making money and ways to make money and all that good stuff. Have a great one. I'm sending you all my love. You can do this. Don't give up. Bye.